It is almost time for the massive Helldivers 2 60 days patch. Now, we've been waiting for a while for this to come along. However, it is slightly delayed, but only by a few days because the devs have basically realized that it would have ended on a Saturday, and they're not going to patch the game on a Saturday because, well, the devs are not at work, and if they patched the game on a Saturday and it broke while everybody is playing, it would actually be terrible. This is generally why companies, they tend to update their games sort of Monday or Tuesday at the start of the working week, so they've got a week to fix things if it goes wrong, especially for live service games. Anyway, it's been delayed, but only by a few days, and now it's actually going to come out on the 15th of October, so we've only got to wait until next Tuesday. If you guys are watching this video today, of course, the date is the 11th of the 10th, 24. Anyway, there's a load of stuff here. There's teasers to weapon changes coming, which I'm really looking forward to one of them specifically, because I think that could be really good. Also, we've got the major order pushing forward, and the space station is now into the second phase. So, before we begin looking at all of this stuff that has been dropped by the devs, let's take a look at the space station, because this is, it's getting kind of real now. So, if you go to Helldivers, now you can travel to this planet at any time. You can actually see the construction process of the space station. Now, the DSS, we believe, is obviously going to function as an orbital like stratagem, which moves around to various systems, selected by the Helldivers potentially through some sort of voting mechanic. But anyway, as you guys can see, it just looks insane. I mean, look at the size of it. It's massive. It's much bigger than the one around Mars, and this is just much bigger than it was before, because now it's been pushed into its second phase of development, because of course the new Alcubierre drives are being worked on with the new lighter alloys we've liberated from the automatons. Anyway, let's take a quick look at the major order. So this is the new major order. It is to hold Akamar 4 to set up a preserve. In fact, we need to set up a quarantine zone around the planet. So to do this, it's essentially hold Crimsica, Turing, Darius 2, Pandion. I'm not even going to attempt to count that. I think that's 24. And Gakrux or Gakrux. I can never pronounce that planet. But basically, we need to hold these planets when the order expires, and we'll get the medal reward. And of course, this is all to do with the DSS, because it's to do with setting up a better reserve of Terminids, because the DSS requires a shed load of, well, Terminid juice to function. So yeah, we need more of that E710, which of course is backwards for oil. But anyway, yeah, that's the major order. It's not particularly exciting major order, I guess, but it's just go out there and hold a bunch of planets. But it is a bug-focused major order, and I know most people like to see that. The devs dropped this video a couple of hours ago, and it's a teaser to the upcoming patch. Now, it's kind of similar to the videos that they put out leading up to the big balance patch we had a while ago, but this is obviously much more, I guess it's smaller. I don't think there's going to be any more teasing. There may be, I don't know, but they kind of go over quite a few things in this little teaser. However, what's quite interesting with this, just focus on the back of the paper that Johan is holding, and when we get to the end of this section, I'll explain what that's all about. Anyway, let me just hand this over to the devs, because this is them explaining the time frame changes and that we're going to get the patch on the 15th.
My name is Johan Pilestedt.
And I'm Niklas Bamborg.
So, 60 days, but we didn't look at the calendar.
What day is the 60 days?
It's on a Saturday.
Yeah.
And we don't patch during weekends, because we don't want to break the game while you're playing the game. We have decided to release the 60-day patch on day 63. That's going to be on a Tuesday.
Even though it's a weekend between here and the patch, we'll leave you with some sneak peeks of our most exciting changes.
So yeah, I pretty much just said before, we're going to get the patch on the 15th now, simply because it's not the weekend. So if something breaks, which it will break because this is Arrowhead and Helldivers 2, then at least they've got a chance of fixing it.
We introduced Flak to the Autocannon.
Yeah, the Autocannon's getting buffed, it looks like. So they're adding Flak to the Autocannon. Now, I'm reading this as it's just going to detonate like Flak shell, essentially. It could be that you get a different type of ammo you can select in the Autocannon, because we'll see in a second, the Recoilless rifle is getting selectable ammo, which is insane, because that thing is just ridiculously powerful anyway. But the autocannon is going to have a Flak component. Now, I'm kind of erring on the side of it's just going to be the same old Flak cannon we've got now, but you can fire it into groups of enemies and it will explode and do even more damage to them, because as the shell explodes, it's got a Flak component to it. This could also be teasing the incoming introduction of fast-moving light aerial units. Potentially the bots could have these because there is some sort of noise around these very lightweight alloys that we've liberated off the bots recently with the Chlorel major order for the deep mining stuff. What were the bots doing with that? They've been making really fast sort of flying units, or potentially we could see the return of the dogs from Helldivers 1, which are, I believe, were very fast moving sort of light units. So yeah, but the autocannon's getting a buff. Does it need a buff? Probably not. It is super powerful anyway, but I mean, I'll take it. I'll just take it. I want fun. I don't care about balance.
Recoilless rifle has also received programmable ammo.
So the recoilless rifle has received programmable ammo. Now, this would be selecting the type of ammo you want to fire. Now, currently, it fires, I guess, an armor-piercing, high-explosive round, I suppose. I don't even know how to describe it, but it basically kills all heavy units with one hit, right? Super high damage, in it goes, anti-tank round, effectively, I guess you could call it. So we're going to be able to change this? Like, are we going to be able to fire, like, the airburst missile out of this? Or maybe some sort of, like, I don't know, bigger explosion out of it as well? I mean, this seems really, really, like, mental. I mean, also, let's just talk about the airburst rocket launcher. I mean, that thing, that probably needs looking at anyway. Like, that needs some sort of way of you self-detonating the projectile, I think. A lot of people were talking about having, like, a sort of range finder where you could maybe change the range of detonation. But I think that would be sort of more engaging if we could actually fire it and then press fire again, maybe, to then detonate it wherever we wanted. That would make it more controllable. But anyway, it looks like we're going to get reprogrammable ammo for the recoilless rifle. Now, whether this means you can change it in play, which I guess you can, like, so you call the weapon down and then you'll be able to swap through different fire modes, although the different fire modes will just be different ammo. That could be insane. Or it could be a case that you can customize it before you drop on the mission. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But honestly, this just sounds insane. Like, what the hell? This is if not one of, but probably the best support weapons in the game right now.
Scorcher, and it actually has automatic fire.
The Scorcher is becoming fully automatic, and I'm completely subscribing to this. This sounds really good. Obviously, this is a really good plasma weapon anyway. It's probably a buff to sort of, like, I don't know, make it appear slightly different to the Purifier, which is, of course, its big brother, which has been absolutely garbage. But that is getting looked at, and we believe will get looked at in this patch. However, yeah, this thing, the Scorcher, is just turning into an automatic plasma weapon. It's going to sound, and probably, well, it will sound ridiculous, and it also does sound ridiculous. But the fast firing plasma will really sound pretty good. But I guess the only downside to this is, unless, I don't know, they increase the magazine capacity, you might run out of ammo really quick with this. But I don't know. I'm actually looking forward to this. I think this will make the weapon really fun to use.
One of the nicest changes here is to the Stalwart.
There is a change coming to the Stalwart, but they don't actually say what it is. So we can just go wild with speculation here. Johan says it's a really nice change. And you know what? Maybe it becomes a primary weapon. That could be really interesting if that happens. I can't see them giving it, like, medium armor penetration, because that sort of starts encroaching on the other machine guns. So I don't know about that. But what happens if it becomes a primary weapon? That could be mental. It might be really too good to be a primary weapon as well. What do you guys think they're going to do to this? Let me know in the comments below.
With your backpack function, you can recall and, like, let out your drone, so you don't want to finish too fast.
No, and I know all about that.
Johan, oh dear. Anyway, the backpacks can now be recalled, so you can recall drones back in, which is going to be pretty cool. So, yeah, nice little change.
Okay. Anyway.
So what about looking at the back of the notes that Johan is holding up here? What's this about? Well, if you look closely at this, I know it's hard to tell. This is a YouTube video. It's not the original source and all of that stuff. But I believe they're just bug fixes on the back. This is because the last time they were teasing changes for the patch, they actually, you could just read the back of it. So you could see what was happening. You could see what was coming out, because they're literally sitting there with a printout of the patch notes. So this time, they've made sure to just have bug fixes on the back, which, yeah, well played, Arrowhead. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this, guys. On the 15th, we're going to get the full patch notes and presumably the update as well. So that's going to be really cool, and I'm looking forward to it. I want to see what they do to the Stalwart, to be honest. I think that is a sick weapon. I also really want to use this Flak version of the autocannon, or if they've just given the autocannon flak as well. Just seems bonkers, but I'll take it because this is what we want, that mad power fantasy. And yeah, the space station construction is continuing. We'll have to wait and see where that goes. Also, we've still got no new news on the Illuminate, but I'm sure we will get that in the future. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Obviously, I'm still actively playing this game. I'm still enjoying it. I really actually like the drop in and drop out nature of Helldivers 2 because you don't feel like you're missing out too much if you don't play the game for a week and then you come back and jump on. I think they're very generous as well when they give you the rewards for the major orders because you only really need to do one very quick mission inside an operation and you'll get the rewards for them. Also, I will end the video on this. What is going on with these extraction missions? Like, they are very easy. I don't know whether it's because the weapons are just giga buffed, which, well, they are. But there seems to be odd delays in the spawn waves as well. But yeah, they're very easy. Well, I guess they're easy against the bugs. Against the bots, they can be annoying when you get Striders just blowing everything up. But I guess with the weapon buffs we've had, we can just delete them anyway. I think we need more difficulty modes, don't we, in the game? Anyway, thank you guys for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're still hell diving, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. And I'll catch you lovely lot on the next one. See you soon.